Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. So once again, I went through my craft closet and found some stuff that I haven't played with in a while and decided to see what I can make out of them. So this is a bin of greeting cards. They're pre-folded. I've got a small section of solids here, and then I got a small section of prints here. So I thought, well, let's see what I can do to play with these because they're fun, right? And some flowers and some tiny flowers and some pretty cards. So I don't think there was any orange in here, right? There's yellow. Okay, so yeah, so let's see what we can make out of these pre-folded greeting cards. All right, so what I've decided to do with the pre-folded greeting cards is to make something along this lines, which is a folded card with a little tuck pocket. Now they're not just simply, I didn't take this and cut the fold down. I have a separate fold in there that I'm going to show you how I did it. And a bonus on this, if you saw a recent video where I made these little cards out of the cardstock, it fits in there. Cute, right? There we go. So I got that set. Don't have one for that one though. All right, so these, I'm going to start with the printed one. All right, so these printed ones also have a fun color on the back too. I forgot to mention that. They're like jewel, whereas these were the same front and back. All right, so what I did was decided that I wanted to have the solid as the flap. Solid as a flap, and I could have just as easily did the print as the flap, but for this we'll do the solid. So what I did was I folded it back onto itself, and let's use the bone folder, and then folded this back onto here and went right past where the fold is to lock it. Nice and simple. So now we have a place to put a pocket. Now I did use my large jumbo rounder, and I think I'm going to do the medium one. Cut out to make it a little bit more fancy. Cut those out like that. Okay, and we'll put a little bit of ink on the edge. A little bit of ink on this edge and a little bit on the back. Now this could be glued down as a pocket. It could actually be a journal card stuck into somewhere. Lots of options. All right, so I'm going to glue the flap down. Oops. Make sure the corners get glued well. Have it attached on there, that way or that way. Make it a tuck, or like I said, put it into a pocket. So lots of options for greeting cards, because I don't know about you, but I'm not even sure why I bought the greeting cards, because I've had them forever. I'm sure I got them at Joann Fabrics. Oops. But I never really made greeting cards when I was scrapbooking, so I am not sure why I got them. Maybe I thought I would make some greeting cards. And if you've seen any of my videos recently, a lot of the stuff that I'm finding are dated 2004, 2005, so they're like 20 years old. So I'm not going to remember what I wanted to do 20 years ago, let alone, I'm not even sure what I had for breakfast. So, okay, so that is how we are going to make them, be able to decorate them like these are. Put some fun stuff on there. For the solid, I'll show you what I did for the stamping on there because it looked a little blank. But for this, that is just pretty on its own. All right, so if we wanted to keep, let's see, this one's a little brighter. So if we wanted to keep the purple as the background, what we could end up doing is flipping this side around. Have to refold it. And flipping that back. And like I said, we just want to make sure it gets covered over there, because what I did when I did the first one, it's hard to tell because I did ink it. I didn't push it all the way back, so there was some white sticking out for the card. Not the worst offense in the world, but it just seemed better to go over the edge. All right, so once again, I'm gonna round these, not as necessary, but I just like the way it looks. This one's gonna be cute. Okay, so we're gonna put some glue on here. I could use my art glitter glue to do this, but it's easier just to spread that glue quickly and thinly, and put a little bit of inking on this. And we'll close this down. Yeah, so greeting cards. And I know they were still out there at Joann's near the end. So there's a good chance that Hobby Lobby or Michael's carries these kits. They came with envelopes too. So they were the pre-folded greeting cards and like thank you note size and the envelopes. So I got to figure out a project to do the envelopes because I got a ton of envelopes too. But yeah, cute. So you can do the printed side on top or the non-printed side on top. All right, so for the solid one on solid, same thing. We're just going to reverse it. And we're going to fold that down for that. Now you can kind of see why I decided I wanted to stamp this, because this is going to be hugely empty, and this piece is going to have a whole bunch of fun stuff on there. So there's lots of background stamps you can use, or small things. I did, like I said, I did use my stamp that had the words on there. I had that big music stamp. But the other thing I was thinking of was I had those not washi tape, tissue paper. And I'm thinking maybe I can add some of these to it because that could be fun. So let's do that. Let's do that now. Do I want to circle this first? No. Let's not. Okay. All right. So we are gonna glue the piece down completely. I've decided just now as I'm putting glue down, because no pre-planning in my life. And we're gonna oops, well that's good, it's ripped over there. Okay, got a little bit of wrinkles in there, but that don't bother me none. Okay, all right, so I think I'm gonna cut it for the back side. Now I could take some water and put that on there, but this is just as easy. Okay, let's do this side, a little bit on the top. Okay. All right, let's see how that turned out. Now this was not quite glued, so I'm just gonna rip that off. Because when a card wants to go in and out. We don't want to get caught on there. So that'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. I'll be able to put a flower on there or something. And let's let that dry a minute longer while I glue this before I round it. Now the reason I hesitated on rounding at first was because I know how the circle rounder won't just cut the tissue paper by itself when it's cut, and then to try to take and cut around a corner with tissue paper, I don't know, it's not an easy thing to do. I'm not sure what the issue is, but okay. Let's cut these. Beautiful. And some ink. All right, fun. That worked out well. Okay, so that is the greeting card version. Now, I think we'll put this one to the side for now, maybe work on that one later. Now, the second thought I had was, if you saw my most recent video where I did make these out of cardstock, I did see that there was some cardstock that was double colored, two different colors on each side, and I thought, well, that could be kind of fun because I already had this in my mind to do, and I thought these could be fun to do. Now, depending on which way you want to do it, you can, and I am not measuring it, I am just turning it over an amount that I felt was appropriate to make a, so it's like, looks like it's a double-sided two pieces, but it's in reality just one. So if you just want a little piece, you want something a little bigger, be able to decorate a little bit more, you can do that. If you just want a little piece, you can just go a little roller. There we go. All right, now, so all of these are two colors, right? Those are fun. Now, I think we'll go with the smallest. There is no up and down on this, which is nice. Not that these have an up and down. This obviously now has to go that way, but if I want a pocket to go that way, I could flip it that way. Same with that one. All right, so we're going to glue these down so it gets stopped. And I think for these, I think we're going to go ahead and stamp a little bit of background on that. So I'm going to put the top on here, and I'm going to pause the video for a moment so I can gather some supplies to be able to stamp these. All right, I have pulled out my inks and some stamps, and I've chosen to do these kind of fun, architecturally kind of ones. This one is called Eclectic Edges, and this one is Fragments. And I did pull out some archival ink, so hopefully it won't get all messy. But I grab a wet wipe just in case. All right, let's get this one out of the way, because I think I'm going to do for this one, since I glued it down already, I think I'm going to do a strip for this one. And that's going to be flowery, so I think this one has some flowery look to it. Or actually, this one might be a little bit more fun. All right, let's do that one. I'll turn that over so maybe I don't blind you. And let's get the stamp on here. And let's see what we can do. Now, the reason I decided to put some stamps on that side is because it's really hard to add any sort of ephemera, stickers, or anything, because the whatever tag or card you want to tuck into the pocket is going to always be in the way then. So we're going to put this not right at the end, kind of right past the curve. So hopefully you can still see part of it when the card comes out. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. All right, let's get rid of that. And oh, it's right here in front of my face. Okay. Yeah, I like that. All right, so I got the pink archival picked raspberry for this one, and I'm thinking it could be kind of fun. That one might work better on that one. All right, so let's do this one. I guess I could do that. Let's do this block. Let's do this block. Looks a little bit more the right size. Okay. Now, I did not test how these stamps would work color-wise. I just made a guess. So hopefully I guessed correctly. All right. I don't think there's really an up or down, but this looks more uppish. So we're going to put that here. Give it a nice long press. And cross our fingers. Oh, cute. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Very fun. Fun, 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 fun. Okay. I really like it when it comes out better than you thought it would. I really got to stop. Whoops. Testing these things out live on camera. Not that it's live technically, because you're not going to watch it the day I do it, but you know what I mean. I love that one. That was fun. Okay, so this one, let's fit on here. You'll fit enough. All right, so this one is going to be fossilized amber. I like the tone-on-tone colors. I think they're fun. Don't use those enough. All right. Oh, fun. Look at that. I love it. I almost feel like I should I'm going to keep these, obviously, these inks out, but I want to add some, you know, numbers or letters or some stamps with them. This would be fun to use. So, all right, keep those there. And last one. This one is a little bit more let's do that. Okay. That should work. And let's ink. This one I am using ground espresso. It is a darker color, and this is a pretty dark card. So I thought, I didn't think black, because that olive green is a little bit more on the brown side. So I decided not to do black. I thought the ground espresso might look good. I did have, I think there was an olive-ish green one that I did have, but I thought it would be too close in color. Peeled paint is kind of an olive-ish green, crushed olive. That could have been possible. That worked though. Yeah, that looks nice. I like it. Okay. And put you away. So, very successful. I don't get to use these fragments often enough, and I really should. I really like them. And as I'm wondering if I should add a little bit more. It's just so fun. It's just such a pretty color. Just such a pretty color. And I think I'm going to add one to that too. I'm going to make sure I get this pink off of here. And let's add it to this one. All right, so you're going to go up like that. Yeah, cute. Okay. All right, that was a success. So yeah, fragments. I'll see if I can find it in the Amazon store and link it. I had this one for quite a while, as well as the other one for eclectic edges. I don't use them enough, and I really need to put them somewhere where I can. Oops, fell off. Where I can use them a little more often. Okay, let's get those out of the way. Not blind you anymore, and get those out of the way. All right, let's see if we can decorate a couple of these. I really think I would want to see if I can find some funness to do these. And I do have those wonderful little chipboards from, you're too wide, right? Yeah. From Hobby Lobby I got recently. I don't know if these might be too big for these little tiny. Might have to find something else. All right, I might have to find something else for those. That's kind of cute. Our gramophone. I don't know. Oh, you're too big. You are definitely too big. need to glue those flaps down. They stop flipping on me. All right, so I think this is going to take a little bit longer than I would like to find each individual piece. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to track down all the little things that I want to add to this. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. So let's have some fun and decorate some of these. All right, so I think I wanted to put a little few stamps on this one. I have this little round stamp that says Watson and Sons in London, and that is, best I can tell, Big Ben. Pretty sure it's in London. So we'll put those in there. And I have Excursion, which I thought could be fun. Maybe we'll put it down the side. All right. A little, whoops, that really spun well. All right, so I'm thinking we're gonna put this up here. And this, I put it upside down. Oh well, that's okay. I don't mind to cover that. I'm not even sure what that's supposed to be like, just like a knot hole or like a tag hole or something. All right, so we're gonna, these are those cardboard stickers I found recently. Yeah, cute little place to write there. Like I said, little place to tuck. Probably could have inked that a little bit, but yeah, cute. I like it. I did pull out some washi tape, but I think it's going to be okay without it. So I want to put some. Nope, I think it's going to be okay without it. And I do have this ticket. Maybe I put the ticket up there. I mean, I always pull out more than I need, but cute. I like it. Okay. All right, so I guess we'll put this stuff to the side and I'll put it away after the video. Oops. Okay, cute. One done. All right, so this one, I have a ticket and I've got this like very colorful. I was thinking I could put some of this on there, but I don't know if I need it now. Put that there and here. Maybe I put a little stamp there or something. Let's put Excursion away, and I think I definitely need something more round. That one doesn't want to come out very well. And that was Fossilized Amber. Put that up there. Cute. Okay. Put you away. Put you away. Okay. All right. So this is going to go up top. And this is going to go over it. Got a bump in there. I'll get the bump out. Okay, there we go. And then you're going to go down there. Put it right along the edge of the pocket. Yeah, cute. I'm glad I put that stamp up there. It was looking a little lonely up there. Yep, I like it. Okay. the purple one. Now this one I definitely am going to add this washi tape to, only just to break this up a little. I did use my word stamp. It was looking a bit empty with just a few things that I found to go on there. And there we go. I thought it just needed a little bit of something, but we're going to take this to break it apart a little bit. Kind of divide the words. Okay. All right, I thought I had a third thing. Size the washi tape. There it is. Okay. It's got a little tag. Kind of make the tag look like it's around the stem. And go from there. I thought the black looked good with that, so this probably is kind of washy-ish. So is it washy? No, it's not. It won't disappear, so it'll stay brighter. Okay, and oops. Get that up there. And yeah, we'll put that so it looks like it is around. And I think I'm going to add a little bit of our glitter glue just to this faux string that they have up there. Just so it for sure stays down. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. I don't think I want a ticket on here because that's a ticket already. And I don't think I need a number because that's a number already. I think there's enough going on there. Yeah, I like it. Okay, moving on. Let me close this glue up because I was not thinking I needed to really glue anything else. Okay, so for this one, I found this invoice and I put a sticker on there already. I was thinking about adding this to the bottom, but maybe just the ticket because I don't have any washi tape with this. So I put some of that on there. All right, let's put this on first. I don't have to add that other stuff. It is just a extra thing. I just like the way those colors looked with it. I think it's too much. Yeah, I think it's too much. We'll save that for something else. Yeah, okay. But maybe a bigger number there could be fun. File 1, 2, 3. There we go. I like it's got that little swirl that is very similar to that also. Yeah, not too bad. All right. Now this one I pulled quite a few things for. And I think I'm gonna ink the edge of this invoice. is going to go there. Okay, and I did pull a butterfly. I thought it would be sweet with that. We'll see how that goes. And then I pulled 2 of these pink. I think we're going to go with the sideways one. I was thinking this one originally, but I think I had the flower up farther. So we're going to go with the sideways one. Okay. Once again, a sticker. There we go. Yep, I like that. Okay, save that one for another. Okay. And instead of the butterfly, do I want to put one of the stamps? But you know, I think I'm going to put that in that corner. Yeah, that's cute. Okay, close that up. Yeah, I haven't even gotten a chance. I really keep thinking I'm going to make a whole set of these curator stamps. Half of them, more than half, I haven't ever used, and cut them into little pieces. I keep thinking I'm going to do that. Seems like something should go right there. That is maybe round, but oops, my excursion from earlier fell out. Okay. I'll save the butterfly for later. Okay. And another one that's done. And stamps done. Okay, last one. Now, this one was a little tricky because it was so dark. And I'm thinking I want to put maybe I'll put that down there with the dates. And you were the espresso ground. Ooh, making a mess. Making a mess. What else is new, right? Okay. There we go. Okay, so he's going to go down there. That was up there. Maybe I won't put that now. Really does go nice color-wise, though. And I have this, strangely, I thought this white butterfly might work well on there. It looks like almost like black and white. And then I have these gears. All right, I'm going to put the gears. There we go. I'm going to put the gears going down the side here. I'm going to go over my stamp a little, but that's okay. Fix that later. Okay, we're gonna peel and put you on. Okay, you're gonna go there, and you're a little stiffer, so I think we're gonna go with the art glitter glue to glue you down. Make sure he's not hanging off. I think I still want the butterfly. I know it's a little juxtaposition between the man in the derby hat, bolero, and the gears, but I think it's kind of cool. I like it. Right on the edge. There we go. Yeah, I like it. It's different, that's for sure. It is not the same old looking card. Well, I love them. I really wish I could have put that on there. That could have been fun. But that might be able to go with whatever card I decide to stick it in. You know, whatever decorative card I decide to put in there. Yeah, I like it. Okay, let us pull these together and I will show you what they look like up close and personal. All right, so our little dude, I think he came out good. I don't mind the butterfly on there. And then I think the pink one is definitely fun. Could probably use some splotches or something in the background of that, but yeah, I really do like that pink on pink. What was that called? Picked raspberry. Yeah, I like it. All right, and the purple one. Very cool. And the other purple one with the tissue paper on there. I love it. Yellow, gold, very fun. All right, and then this one looks a little bit more travel-y with the excursion. I like it. I didn't realize that like the circles were the face of Big Ben kind of tied together. Who knew? All right, the two that I did off screen beforehand with the dress form, I really do like this one. That was fun, and the stamping in the background. And then the other circle one, the butterfly, and the card from that previous video. Yeah, fun stuff. All from greeting cards. Flipped around. Fun. Or double-sided cardstock. Yeah. So if you got some greeting cards and you don't know what to do with, turn them into pockets. All right, that's going to be it for me today. As usual, I appreciate each and every one of you that stopped by, and I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.